Welcome to another video for WinBidPro version 16 by GDS Estimating. In this particular video, we're going to talk about how to change multipliers for parts. And we're using an Oldcastle on OBE catalog here for this job that's open. And it's really easy just to go to catalogs and then click on parts. And that's going to show us the entire parts list for Oldcastle. And we see down at the bottom here, there's 2,123 parts. And what we're going to do for changing multipliers is show you how to filter parts to change specific either groups of parts or types of parts to a specific multiplier. So the first thing we'll look at is part type. Now I can sort any of these columns just by clicking on them up on the top here in the column heading. And then I can click this little funnel tool, and that's our filter tool, to kind of help me filter down. It shows me unique values for this column. And let's say we want all the door parts to have the same multiplier. So I can go down to this little section here and make sure it says the word contains. So basically, if this column contains the word, let's type in door, then I want that multiplier to be something. So I go up to the top, click change multipliers, and then I type in, say, 0.81. So then I hit save, and you'll notice there's 590 parts there that were filtered with the word door. And so that's one way to do it. Now I can go back to the filter little tool and hit clear filter here, or I can also click clear filter at the very top here. And that's going to clear the filter for any column, because we can actually combine columns for changing or filtering, down to certain things. So if I want to say any part that begins, like here's some D parts, right? Any part that starts with the letter D, then that's going to show me that there's 387 of those. But if those parts, if there's the word, if we don't want to change, let's say, extrusions, we want to change everything else. It looks like there's a lot of hardware and accessories and things like that. So if I want to change everything but extrusions, we can actually go into here and say does not contain extrusions. I'll just say singular extrusion. Now I can say filter 141 parts that begin with catalog page or code, whatever. Oldcastle actually combines the section with the page, but you can always use this starts with or contains or begin, does not contain. You can use all those criteria to help specifically say what you want to filter to. So it's real helpful. So in this case, we're using two different columns. We're saying does not contain extrusion and starts with D. And then that's 141 parts. So now we can change all these to say a 0.83. So that's the general idea. We're filtering down to what specifically we want. It could either be a part type, it could be a certain part number that contains something or begins with something, like any FG part. It could be only extrusions. I'm going to clear filters now. So I could, if I only wanted to see extrusions, I could say, put a check next to extrusions. Now it's going to show me only extrusion parts, and there's 707 of those. So I can make those a certain multiplier just by typing in a new multiplier. So the idea is you're filtering the list, you're changing the multiplier for that specific filter, and you're trying to cover the entire parts list. A lot of times I'd like to change all the multipliers to like the most common one, and then work back from there, then start filtering down to more specific ones in case there's a part that doesn't have a specific catalog code or something like that. But that's how you do it, and hope this helps. Thanks.